Salamun alaikum. Don't try to live a life that's happy. Try to live a life that's tayyib. Let me explain. The Quran tells us, "Man amila salihan min dhakarin aw untha wa huwa mu'min." Meaning, whoever does righteous deeds, whether male or female, فَلَا نُحْيِيَنَّهُ حَيَاةً طَيِّبَةً. Then we will cause that person to live a life that is طَيِّبَة. He didn't say hayatan sa'ida. He didn't say a happy life. He said hayatan طَيِّبَة. He said a life that's طَيِّبَة, a good, pure life. What's the difference? So tayyib is often translated as pure. It could be translated as good. But if you look at it from a Quranic perspective, it's a little bit deeper. The word tayyib is related to producing growth. If we look in the Quran tells us, وَالْبَلَدُ الطَّيِّبُ يَخْرُجُ نَبَاتُهُ بِإِذْنِ رَبِّهِ. And the land that is tayyib, the land that is good and pure, it brings forth its vegetation, its growth by the permission of its Lord. So the Quran itself gives us a really good definition for tayyib. Side point, this is why we can say the Quran has its own dictionary, because it often explains words by going to other ayats. So going back to the ayah that we started with, he said, whoever does righteous deeds, whether male or female, while he is a believer, then we will cause that person to live hayatan tayyiba, a life that is tayyiba, a life that is conducive to growth, that produces growth. Not necessarily a happy life. There's a big difference there. Yes, of course, when you're growing, you may also feel happy. But a lot of times when we seek happiness directly, then when we experience moments where we don't feel as happy, or we feel sad, or something doesn't go the way that we think it should go, then we feel like we start to beat ourselves up, and we feel like we're not doing something right, we're living life wrong. But even when we're sad, or even when things aren't going right, we could still be growing. And that's the major difference between seeking a happy life and seeking a tayyib life, a life that is producing growth and is productive. So happiness is often a byproduct of just living rightly, of living your life in the right way, with the right thoughts, with the right outlook, the right perspective, and having a growth mentality. A lot of times, yes, happiness is a byproduct of that. But you won't always necessarily be happy. There'll be ups and downs. And a lot of times when you try to seek happiness directly, it eludes you. So don't focus your attention so much on that. Focus on living a pure, good, and productive life. Assalamu alaikum.